What's up, everybody? This is Mount for the Pizza Boy, and welcome back to my franchise series. This is Road to Super Bowl 54. This week we're against the Seattle Seahawks at CenturyLink Field. Let's get straight into it.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good news, but it is a chilly December day here in the Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, the streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0.
11-0. That is a perfect streak right now. I know, when I watched football on Sunday, oh god, that was a horrible game for the Vikings. Kirk Cousins just sucked. I think the Vikings should try to just get rid of him, or at least bring in a quarterback to challenge him for that starting spot.
His 8th season now in the league, Russell Wilson.
Would you say the last week's
quarterback should be able to throw a ball. That's all I can say.
1 touchdown,
but
1 pick, but obviously
we're not watching real football. We're playing
how do we find a way to win the game? Maybe leans on some few other
We're
parts of
just
the
trying to
offense.
keep our undefeated streak alive.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. It's caught right side. Dixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And with this offense, what about DJ Fluker?
Came out of Alabama, could play tackle, could play guard. He's so big, Brandon, I think he plays both at the same time.
That first down completion only netted
I know
him
we
3.
gotta watch out for
2nd and
Russell.
7. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
That was not played by me, having like 8 people going flip pocket.
You watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, with that continuity is there, you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
I can't remember.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, I got it. Been punches on that side.
They run the counter. Carson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
We need
an extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Zach, Russell Wilson.
Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
I don't know why Russell wanted
I
to
know
put
it
it
goes
out.
against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though he completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that?
Good.
Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll have a first down and more past the 20.
And he is gone.
Vikings.
That's what we needed.
Dalvin Cook, 92 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
That's exactly what
Bailey
you were
now
like.
for the extra point.
Just one juke.
He's got it, and the Vikings
My
take a
block is
7-0
ridiculous. I
lead.
just needed to do one time, and I was gone.
Those are
That's
the
what you
ones the
always.
offensive
That's what you
coordinators
always
dream
love
about.
seeing
One play
from Dalvin
drives
Cook.
from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Like with Dalvin Cook, he is a good running back. He's like
Bailey
one of the
now to
best.
kick it away after the touchdown.
The Vikings are lucky to have picked him up.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard
got that
line.
tackle.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys.
Everything
Win the
got in
line of
there.
scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win
Only
second
2
down.
yards.
And guess what? You start
Good. 2
accumulating
yards is
first
still good.
downs. And
Better
that's what
than
they need in order to not punt the
10.
ball again.
From the 25 on second down, Wilson. He's got
Could it
the
be
tight
third and
end,
two?
Vidal. That
Nope.
one a first down pickup of 8.
It kind of looks like third and two.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the
Also, it's
33.
in shotgun, so it's got to be a pass. Well, maybe no, it's
Out of
not.
the gun, here's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be
Harrison
taken
wanted
down,
that.
but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, they're blocking up him through it.
Now Wilson on first down. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss. That's DK Metcalf. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
That's actually
And
nice,
that'll be
but
accepted, of course, and that moves
I
him
kind
back
of
5.
don't
And
like
false
how
start
when you
penalty
go
there.
back
Now
into
second
it,
and 6.
not even a second is all the movement.
Here's Carson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive
far.
line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid
Yeah,
gain on
Carson
that
is
play.
doing good against my dude.
Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. From the gun on third down, Wilson. It's complete to Brown, right side.
Ooh,
And he's taken
not what
down,
I
but
wanted.
not before reaching the 10-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Yeah,
That
Wilson
throw
wants
good
his
for
touchdown.
4. It's second down. They go read option with Wilson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get
I
him
don't even know
as
what
they
he was
stop
thinking
him
right
behind the
there.
line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Hey, we need to keep him contained.
On third down, Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off.
Oh,
and a big
that's what
turnover
we
there
needed.
as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their
keep
head
it,
before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Escaping the pressure right. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Flushed out right. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, stick. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge.
That would have been a good
The throw
one,
took
too.
him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Stick back to pass. And an alley to run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Third and into. Come on, Cook. We need this first.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Here's Stick on 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Herb Smith Jr., his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Now Bailey to tack
Like,
on
I
the
don't
extra
know why,
point.
but that play, with the receiver of the tight end where Irv Smith is, but this play, it's mostly about 75 to
7 plays in length.
7 out of 10 times, he's always open.
Touchdown for Minnesota. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Oh, they're going to kneel it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Chris Carson trotting back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it.
The most he's looking for is either a field goal or
they
a
get
touchdown.
tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here? They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Maybe Carson?
This is Carson.
Nope.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
I want to get some more
they'll
yards.
head to the sideline and talk over
Even
what
though
to do
I'm
next.
up by 2 scores, I want to get some more
The punt
yards.
team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, There's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, there's not a lot. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And the return will stop him right inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I did not see that. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
I saw Abdullah.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Caught right side, Jerron Brown. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. From the 40 now on second down. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Ben Gideon gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
From the
shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Oh, he fakes the spike. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah.
2nd and 10 now for the 27.
Let's bring this to halftime.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you back over to Orlando.
Let's see how this
EA Sports
I know for
report.
rushing, it's going to be me.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was the Colts who were able to come away with the home victory. Andrew Luck, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Josh Allen, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. Drew Brees, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
All right.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here.
Yeah,
He gets it out to the 25-yard line. football continuing all December here on EA Sports. Coming up Thursday night, a good one from the Windy City. It ought to be a cold one, too. The Cowboys and the Bears from Soldier Field with coverage at 8:20 Eastern Time. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll throw on 2nd down his stick. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Double
so from
plus.
Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw.
And he'll get
there we go. Touchdown.
Minnesota. Stephon Diggs. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 21-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's polished off by a Viking score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try to get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Jaron Brown, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson. Pressure.
There we go, Hunter.
Wilson's going to go down. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, Hunter was frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking.
No one's cutting my running back. That's the thing.
Is consistency. taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
There we go. Getting it.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now Stick, forced out to his left.
Oh!
That'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense
All
or the
I'm saying is
defense?
Trevor should have
You got
caught
the
that.
ball.
That's
4
really
yards or
gonna
more on
catch
first
that
down is
well.
what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
All right.
Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. So that'll back them up 5.
All right. Just going to get some yards.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long. Cook following the penalty. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Yeah, this is just in person.
On first down, it's Carson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
There's the third quarter.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
I think that's what I heard. I heard it was the second quarter. That was the third quarter. I don't even know what he's talking about.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Tyler Lockett.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for.
Oh, and he's gone.
Parts, and there he goes. goes. 20, 10, and at the end of any stretch, ball comes loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the deep play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door-jar, two-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And Dixon over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Yeah, no, it's getting a little too
good
big at
that
them,
first
but
down
I
pass
don't know why
play.
I ran that
Second and
down.
3.
It looked like it was in.
Now it's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again here, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Wilson will throw again. Completes it to Dixon. And this will leave him a yard short.
Ooh, Dixon
nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
This late in the season, you don't want to see those. He's not that injured though.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run it with Carson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. They run again with Carson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
There you go, Kenny.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's going to be the final play before the 2 minutes.
On first down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. On the delay, here's Carson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion.
Yeah, they're probably
they
going
got
to
it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Onside.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it's caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year, as they are able to cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
30 base.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Stick. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth.
216 yards
in the first half go because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Gets past one man, and he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
First seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
1 millisecond of the last drive.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
I wish it just ended when you don't even have to hike the ball, but still. Good game, though. Excellent game. The Seahawks came back, but they could not beat my Vikings.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And say what you want about CenturyLink Field up in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. So for the Vikings, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Oh yeah, I'm going to leave this here. And if you guys liked it, smash that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you later, guys.